Good afternoon and welcome to the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena for a matchup between the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the West Virginia Mountaineers. It's about a 5-hour drive from Morgantown, West Virginia here to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, down I-79 for the Mountaineers. It's a quite nice drive, some mountains to go through and getting into Wytheville, Virginia. And this is a rematch here for the Mountaineers and Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Yesterday, for the 2:30 puck drop, the Demon Deacons took down the Mountaineers 5-2. It was really a great outing, and it was a rematch from the championship game last year in February. So these two teams have a lot of history going in the recent part of their franchises.
That's right, Blake. You know, as you said, Demon Deacons took down the Mountaineers 5-3 yesterday. Great win to face, those opponents that they faced in the championship last year. And, it'll be good to see this matchup again. Two very good hockey teams about to face off here. Puck's about to drop. We're glad you've joined us. It should be a good one.
And I have to comment, I didn't get to yesterday for the solo broadcast. The uniforms for West Virginia, I know they're the opposing team to the Demon Deacons, but they've got some nice uniforms, Scotty.
They do, yeah, those are pretty. I gotta say, the Deacons, obviously they're showing out with the
classic uniforms, yeah.
We see more of the gold than the black for them, but man, these Mountaineers, some nice looking jerseys, gotta admit.
Both teams are ready. The Mountaineers making more noise at their bench.
Getting ready to rumble.
Yeah. And Nacy will be in for the puck drop. That's a quick one, and the Mountaineers immediately get into their offensive zone. Pass inside to the crease, and they score! Off rip, just 9 seconds into the contest, a pass inside to the crease, and they immediately connected to take a 1-0 lead over the Demon Deacons.
Man, what a statement there from the Mountaineers. 9 seconds into this game, immediately wins the face-off, brings it into their own end, and scores.
It seems as if they had that drawn up. 93 for the Mountaineers, all over it. Very commanding. Scotty, so far, 1 shot, 1 goal. You think they can keep up that perfect 100% streak?
I would be pretty impressive to say the least, but hey, we could get a high-scoring game today. 5-3 yesterday. We could be seeing a lot more goals this afternoon.
Fight for the puck behind the Mountaineer net. Finally, it breaks free, and the Deeks lose the possession again, and here come the Mountaineers. It's a 2-on-1. Back to 93. He's going to look inside, and a nice deflection by the Deeks. That's Jack's Gate. Now the puck sailing back inside the Wake Forest O-zone. Now here come the Mountaineers again. They're going to toss it behind the net. Back up to the blue line. Shot inside. Deeks all over it. Here comes Wake Forest.
Good move to get it out there from their own defensive end, just to dump it into their own zone.
Puck in the neutral zone. Wake Forest has it. And finally, is that our first whistle besides the first goal?
Yeah, it took a minute, but we got to that point.
Fast-paced action to start. If I remember correctly, it was faster than yesterday's matchup. Again, I don't think you can score much quicker than 9 seconds, though.
No, that's pretty impressive. I believe there's an NHL record of 7 seconds, and 9 seconds is cutting it pretty close, but that was pretty fast moving there from the Mountaineers.
Well, no, it all depends on who your scorekeeper is and how fast they press the button to start the clock.
Yeah, it's true. I got 9 seconds on my own over here, but
okay,
someone could have scored it differently.
Deeks moving up the ice. Mountaineers trying to get through the neutral zone. It looks like an offsides call.
Yeah, Blake, you can already see the Mountaineers moving with a ton of pace, especially compared to yesterday, and now especially, too, compared against the Deeks. Really fast play here from the Mountaineers.
Wake Forest wins the puck drop. trying to move through the neutral zone, and they do. That's Connor Tracy trying to make a move, loses the puck. Now the Mountaineers have it back. And they'll slip on the ice, but still gets it down past the neutral zone. A shot that's deflected up into the net, and another whistle. Again, the Mountaineers really moving the puck well down the ice. Again, not necessarily getting all the shots, but...
Yeah, you know, Blake, I mean, that was a good shift, too, from that fourth line from the Demon Deacons, just getting it into the zone. Attempt at a fast break and a toe drag there from Danaher, but good moves all around as well from the Mountaineers. Got to give them props.
Rosado was on the dot for the puck drop. The Mountaineers will win this one. And great defense by Custable. Still hounding the Mountaineer, trying to get it out of their own defensive zone. And here's Rosado looking for a man. Couldn't center the puck. Now Jesper Snow going to be hounded. Again, this is a really quick defensive scheme by both teams. Mountaineers have a chance, and a great breakup by the Deeks. That's Jack's Gate.
Got a penalty coming. Looks like there was a trip on Gate there.
Jesper Snow down the ice. Tries to shoot it in. It was a really tight window. It'll bounce up into the net. 16:42 to left. Lots of action, and we're not even 5 minutes into this contest.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be getting a Deacons power play, too, on the trip there by Sullivan, who'll be heading into the box there. So, I mean, we saw last night from the D3 team, tons of opportunities with the power play. Let's see what the D2 squad can do in this afternoon's game.
That's Sullivan. 78 for the Mountaineers. Immediately a quick shot. The Deeks will keep it in their side. Down at the left bumper. Trying to get back up to the blue line. Great stick by the Mountaineers. And now they'll set up on their own. It's Max Siegel in net for the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Dot that has the puck behind the net. Gonna reset and move up. We'll dump it back. And the Mountaineers clear with 15:50 left. Changes for both teams.
That puck just got past Corlett. He tried to snag it with his hand, but it just got past him. The Deacons will have to reset. Less than a minute left on the power play.
Left side. Pass to the right side. Now shot. Deeks maintain possession. Up the blue line. Shot inside. Right into the chest of the Mountaineer goalie, Knar. 15-18 left. 36 seconds left on the power play for the Deeks. They've had a couple shots, but no fantastic looks. That was probably their best one, but it went right in the chest of the goalie.
Yeah, there's an open man there on the wing. Took 3 good shots, but that Mountaineers goalie all in there.
Mitchell was on the dot for the puck drop. Deeks do win it. Puck back up to the blue line. That's Chifa. Tries to shoot inside. Was deflected off of Mitchell's skate. Now here come the Mountaineers. Going to dump it inside. That's Chief on the defense, but the Mountaineers get it back. Puck bouncing around in both teams' possessions. Siegel will try to set up Chifa for the possession. Chifa with the puck again, trying to get it through the neutral zone, and he does. Here come the Mountaineers again. And immediately contested. They blow up any chance but the Mountaineers get right back. I mean, what a recovery by the Mountaineers. It was blown up by the Wake defense, and they just recover immediately, and maybe a little aggression Sullivan trying to get back in the box again.
Yeah, some chippiness right in front of the Deacons' net. Looks like
Mountaineer took a shot to the face, perhaps.
Looks like Gallagher there got shaken up a bit. Some tussling right in front of the crease. But no harm, no foul. Yeah, like you said, Blake, really good moves there from the Mountaineers just to keep the puck in their own zone, create some sort of opportunity. But nice defense there from the Deacons.
Has to be stressful for Siegel. Mountaineers win the puck drop. Immediate shot. Siegel couldn't corral it. But here come the Deeks. Tried to center the puck. Mountaineers all over it. Again, we're seeing some aggression, some nice hits right along the Mountaineer bench. Usually things start chippy, but they're actually getting, as we're approaching the halfway point, starting to heat up now. That's Rosado going to circle around the net. Tries to pass inside. Was a little offline on that one. Puck behind the net. Knar lost it for a second. Rosado again fighting for the puck with a Mountaineer.
Get another penalty. It's a hooking.
13:01 left. West Virginia does have the shot on goal advantage, 5-3 that is. It's going to be 34 for the Mountaineers, heads to the box. He is laughing on his way in. He's laughing with the referee, so.
Yeah, that's Weichel there, just trying to take the stick completely out of Rosado's hands. I mean, he did a great job, Rosado, that is, I mean, just skating around
all over the ice.
Yeah, just really using his speed to his advantage, drawing the penalty there. And the Mountaineers will go shorthanded again. It will be the second power play of the afternoon for the Deacons here in the first.
They got a couple shots in the power play. We'll see if they can get a better look and potentially capitalize and tie this game back up 1-1. Liam Corwin has the puck in his defensive zone. Gets it over to Rosado.
Corwin there getting held. Some chippy play we're seeing
It's
from the
very
Mountaineers.
chippy.
Yeah, they're bringing the energy.
Again, it was a lot. And Coach Adams is not happy with that. Puck up to the blue line. Back to the left wing. Now back to the blue line. That's Corwin. Over to the right side. Shot inside. It's deflected by Rosado. He fell to the ground and blocked the lane. And a whistle with 12:15 left. And Coach Adams for Wake Forest is calling over the referee. Not very happy with, I think, the plays made against his own players. It was right in front of him on the bench.
Yeah, a ton of tussling, tumbling, a lot of players falling on the ice. Not a pretty sight so far. You can see the frustration from Coach.
Nacy was in the face-off circle. Deeks will win it, but the puck's all the way at their own end. Gio Chifa gets it to Max Gate and back to Chifa, trying to get through the neutral zone. And they do dump it behind Knar. Mountaineers clear it. Siegel will set it up for Chifa and Gate again. Intercepted by the Mountaineers. They have a chance. Good pass. Shot inside and saved to the right. Siegel. A huge save for the Mountaineers as the Deeks try to move up the ice. That's Gate with it. Again, the physicality. We're seeing it again. Nate. And the pass is offline. Zach Nacy's pass. They have to get back and reset. Chifa will just dump it inside, and he'll switch with a man on the bench. 11:11 left to go in the first period.
Power play just about expiring from the Demon Deacons. Another great kill from the Mountaineers. Very few opportunities from Wake Forest.
It was a worse look than the first power play for sure. Again, hounding defense by the Mountaineers. And Siegel comes way out of his net.
Man, he's got to get back in there.
Dangerous play. Luckily, Weichel was on the ice and couldn't make a play.
Took some guts there from Siegel to go that far out of the crease and for the puck.
And the puck goes out into the empty stands with 10:27 left. That was a chaotic sequence, but the Mountaineers have all the momentum right now. They're just flying around the ice.
It's true, Blake. I mean, 2 kills. I mean, after that first goal in the first 9 seconds, to do that for the defense, I mean, man, you're right. Momentum can be higher from the Mountaineers right now.
Danny Mitchell in the face-off circle. Mountaineers win it, and a quick shot again. That is their bread and butter. Puck back up the blue line. Briggs shoots it in. Deflected, and it's in! The Mountaineers score again. Off the rebound. And it's 2-0 in favor of the West Virginia Mountaineers. Wake Forest kind of a deer in the headlights right now. They can't really seem to get anything going.
Yeah, after the Mountaineers won that face-off in their own zone, just doing a good job of keeping the puck there, putting the puck in front of the net, and you know, after a little while, the puck's got to go in the back of the net, and that's exactly what they did right there.
Yeah, like you were saying, I think it's a matter of time. I mean, they were getting so many good looks. One of them was going to go in.
Yeah, I'll bring back up the D3 example from last night, just putting the puck on the net, trying to get any sort of rebound, and that's exactly what the Mountaineers are doing.
I believe the Deeks were in, maybe the 40s in shots on goal.
It got up there. We'll see if the Mountaineers can do the same here tonight.
Wake Forest again being hounded, but they get a shot and it's in! Another bang play, this one by Joey, number 17 for the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. He's their extra forward, Joey Machina. A huge play for Wake Forest to kind of equalize that goal right there by the Mountaineers. Huge to make this a 2-1 deficit, much more manageable as we approach the final 10 minutes of this first period.
Yeah, really impressive goal there from Machina, the 6'6" forward, getting reps in on the 4th line. Really impressive stuff there to get the Deeks back into this game.
And the Deeks win the drop. That was Rosado. They'll get it behind Pinar. Again, 2 bang plays. I mean, it looked like they weren't going to get a good shot, and all of a sudden, Machina drills it. Mountaineers have it in their end.
Got another penalty coming up.
Mountaineers fired up again on their bench. And a lot of yelling. It's going to be Colin Rosado. He is the D2 club co-president. We know him quite well, but he'll spend 2 minutes in the clank.
Yeah, got a feel for him. I mean, we saw, drawing that penalty about 5 minutes ago, using his speed. Tough break for him. He'll be in the box for 2 minutes.
That is the first penalty for the Demon Deacons this afternoon. Puck drop will go Deeks' way, but Mountaineers get it right back. In the left bumper, trying to pass inside. Good deflection. The Deeks clear with 8:49 left in the first period.
Deacons really need to take a page out of the Mountaineers playbook right now. I mean, after failing to score on those 2 first power plays, the kill here is crucial right now for Wake Forest.
Deeks get it down to their own end again. Mountaineers looking to move it past the neutral zone. Great defense by Nacy, but here come the Mountaineers. It's a one-on-one chance. Shot, and it's in! The Mountaineers again creating opportunities for themselves, and that is number 43, Owen Ambrosi, for the West Virginia Mountaineers to make this a 3-1 game. Again, just kind of putting it on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, being out-hustled, and it's really, they're more physical as well.
Yeah, it wasn't really your typical power play goal, little mini breakaway there from the Mountaineers and Ambrosi, but a nice goal there to get it past Siegel, put the Mountaineers up 3-1 early in the first.
Yeah, it was a great defensive play by Nacy right at the red line, but they couldn't get the puck, and Ambrosi just swoops in and flies down the ice.
Got a big hit there. Deacons bench loving that. That was Studert there.
Mountaineers get the puck down to their own end. Chifa there with Richardson. And a whistle.
Yeah, hand pass there. Studert tried to get it out. Again, that's what we've been seeing, the really good pressure from the Mountaineers, forcing a hand pass and a face-off in their own zone.
From our game last year, this is a team, it reminds me of that team because the Mountaineers had their way with the Demon Deacons last season, and this is more reminiscent of that team.
Yeah, coming back from that loss last night, West Virginia really showing up with that fire and that passion, and that's what's really been the story tonight, and that's why they're up 3-1 right now.
And the face-off circle for the Deeks is Danny Mitchell. Wake Forest does win the drop. Stuttert trying to move down the ice because they get intercepted by a swarm of Mountaineers.
Yeah, great stop there from Young. Break up any chance of a centering pass.
Over to Jagger Lucas. Tries to find a lane inside, goes to the left of the net. Back up to the blue line, quick shot. It was Richardson. Just under 7 minutes to play in the opening period. Lots of action, not a whole lot of shots on goal. Only 13 combined from the two teams, but it's not a boring game whatsoever. Chifa pass over to Richardson, trying to get through the neutral zone, but again, it's intercepted by the Mountaineers, and here they come. Gallagher tries to pass inside. Ambrosi was not ready for it, but he'll get the puck back, dumps it into Gallagher, tries to center, but the Demon Deacons are there. Richardson gets it out of danger.
Yeah, much needed clear there from the Deeks. Now trying to just get back into their zone.
And Gallagher tips the puck out of McGee's possession. And Corwin chips it into the offensive zone. Corwin tries to shoot it inside. Mountaineers, that's Ambrosi. Gonna move down the ice. Ambrosi and Gallagher. And a huge hit. Gallagher walking over top of a Demon Deacon. Little Allen Iverson moment.
That was Dietrich there and McKee both getting tangled up.
5.5 to play. And a much needed whistle. Things were getting a little out of hand.
Yeah, so from my vantage point, it was Ross McKee whose stick got stripped away from the Mountaineers and proceeded to make a big hip check with no stick, just his whole body. And then Dietrich then gets taken back. And we'll get another power play coming up for the Demon Deacons as Gallagher into the box for the second time tonight. It'll be a 2-minute minor.
That was definitely coming. I mean, again, with his Allen Iverson walkover on top of Dedrick's.
It was bound to happen. You're right. I thought of the same Allen Iverson thing. And, that's what we're getting here now. So another opportunity for the Deacons.
We love to see it. Fast, physical hockey. No one's gotten hurt.
That's the best part.
Rosado,
happy to see that.
Rosado dumps it in. Behind the net. Tries to find Custable, but the puck will go out of their offensive zone, and Rosado will chase it.
It's a really important power play here for the Deacons, Blake. Just need to do anything to get on the board again before the period runs out.
They can make this a 3-2 game instead of a 3-1. Be huge going into the second period. Chifa has it on the right side. Tries to shoot in. It was a weak shot. And here come the Mountaineers. They'll just dump it in. Do a line change.
Yeah, mishandle there from Gadd. Had a clean look, but couldn't corral it in with the stick. So the Deacons now with the change in the second power play unit coming out, trying to create some fireworks.
4 minutes and 30 seconds left, and we have a whistle.
Yeah, tough break there on the icing call. Less than a minute left on the power play.
Do we think the shots on goal on the scoreboard here is correct, Scott? I feel like we've seen a lot of shots, or has it just been a lot of fast play?
I've been counting it differently. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if we're... I might have to get down in the box and fight with the scoreboard keeper. No, not really. I couldn't do that.
I think you might have a chance.
Thank you, Blake. That's kind of you.
But it has been...
Nope.
And maybe that 9-second goal. Maybe that wasn't 9 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I had.
Okay. Well, then it was right. Then it was right.
I think I'm a trustworthy source there. But, hey, you never know. Could have been 8 seconds.
It could have been. Custable shot deflected and held onto by Knar. 4:05 left. 34 seconds left on the Wake Forest power play. Gallagher again in the penalty box for the second time in the first period. Despite his penalties, he is one of their best players. He's always down the ice, always all over the place. Deeks into the puck. Shot deflected up into the net. Ross McKee tried to make something happen as the power play is in its waning seconds.
Yeah, that was a really good stick there from Colby Sims on West Virginia. Just a good job of keeping that puck out of harm's way for the Mountaineers.
Nacy in for the faceoff, flies out. That's Corwin, who will reset with McKee. It'll ring around the bumpers. Deeks fighting for it. Pass over to McKee. He tries to find a lane. Doffett gets it out to McKee. Being chased by a Mountaineer.
Another penalty, wow.
I knew they blew it dead, but Gallagher comes right out of the box and he gets a probably unofficial shot on goal. Again, he is just all over the ice.
Yeah, it looks like we're either getting a trip or a hook here, Blake. But as I've been saying, the Mountaineers obviously playing with that fire and that intensity, but to some extent it could cost you, and it is right now.
Yeah, you have Gallagher comes out of the box, but then Colby Sims goes right back in, kind of trading star for star.
Yeah, it's been the tail of the tape right now for the Mountaineers, but got to give them credit. They're doing a really good job on the kill. See if the Deacons can do anything with 3:25 left in the first.
And that was a tripping call on Colby Sims. Just under 3.5 to go. Puck at the blue line. It's Richardson. Back over to Gate. He'll try to find a shot. Offline to the left. Back up to Richardson at the blue line. Over to the right to Gate. The Mountaineers will clear the puck. Siegel not coming too far out of his crease this time.
Probably better that way.
Definitely for the best. Especially with a 3-1 deficit. Richardson moving the puck up the ice. Over to Gate. Back to Richardson. Trying to get out of the neutral zone. And it's intercepted by the Mountaineers, and they'll clear the puck. Approaching 2.5 minutes. Siegel sets up Gate with the puck. And there's Gallagher for the Mountaineers. Always lurking.
Good entry from Studdert.
Studdert kind of moving around, not too much pressure applied. Tries to find a lane. That was Danny Mitchell he set up, but couldn't get the shot to go. We're approaching 2 minutes left in the first period. Puck up towards the blue line. Shot deflected. Mountaineers try to clear. Richardson. Now the Deeks are doing a little swarming, trying to keep the puck in their end. Siegel sets up Richardson. We're now under the 2-minute mark. for this first period of action. The Wake Forest power play with just 20 seconds left. They really haven't been able to get many looks with Sims in the box.
Yeah, it's really a testament to this Mountaineers defense. Just putting their bodies out on the line, just doing anything they can to keep that puck from going into the crease and perhaps in the back of the net.
Sims is eagerly waiting. Has the Mountaineers. Ambrosi, a quick shot, way offline to the right.
Another penalty coming.
Sims is out of the box for the Mountaineers now.
My goodness. Penalties galore. This will be a hooking call on Dietrich.
Have we had... It's been a long period of time without a player in the box. They keep just trading off.
Yeah,
the moment one comes out.
I mean, there is a heater down there, so that's a good sign.
It looks really comfortable.
I know.
It's not too cold in here, though.
I mean, for hockey purposes, I would mind being down there, but, from where we are right now, I would not. It seems really cozy down there.
It does. Yeah, the scorekeepers have it nice. That was Jesper Snow on the dot for the face-off, but they blow it dead. And he'll be back on the dot with a minute and 22 seconds left. Deeks win the drop, but right back to the Mountaineers. Sims gets it to the bumper. He'll have the puck back, gets it up to the blue line. Shot from the slot. And that one's corralled by Siegel with a minute 8 left. Big play by Siegel. Do not let this game get out of hand in the first period. That's Snow and Sims in the face-off circle. Puck drop goes to the Deeks. That's McKee. He fans on the pass. Snow and McKee were almost fighting for it. And we're now under a minute to go in the first period. Once again, West Virginia leads the Wake Forest Demon Deacons 3-1. Pass intercepted by Rosado, but he loses his balance, and here come the Mountaineers. Getting it over to Sims. Tries to center it. A little ahead. And great job creating traffic for the Wake Forest Demon Deacons with just 30 seconds left in the period. Line change for the Deeks.
Good clear there. Just trying to avoid any trouble with under 30 seconds left in the period. See if the Mountaineers can get on the board again.
Again, another clear by the Deeks. Under 20 seconds to go. There'll be 38 seconds left on the West Virginia power play to start the second period. Sims has the puck. And that'll be it. At the break, after one period of play, it's 3-1 advantage for the West Virginia Mountaineers. The official, but I guess unofficial shot on goal stat is 12-9 in favor of the West Virginia Mountaineers. I think there's a few more shots on goal, though, Scott.
I think so. I think, maybe I've been a little not doing as good of a job as I would have hoped for there, but it's a tough gig to, keep up with all those
you're
shots.
keeping track with the scorekeepers, so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's, I'm doing everything to the best of my ability, but hey, we're having fun here. It's not too cold, not as cold as last night. We're doing well up here. It's been a fun game so far.
It's a competitive game, again, completely different from yesterday's, where it's a 5-2 victory for the Demon Deacons and rather commanding all the way through. This one, it's an early advantage for West Virginia, and what do you think they've got to do to kind of get back the momentum?
I think it's a lot to do with matching the Mountaineers' energy. I mean, they came out hitting hard. They came out, skating with all this intensity. And, in some cases that led to some of those penalties. But right now, Wake Forest will be heading back to the second period shorthanded as the Mountaineers will finish off their 38-second power play. But from then on out, it's just matching that intensity, being aggressive, and just making plays too, keeping the puck in your own zone to try to create any sort of opportunity to score.
Well, the Zambonis coming out to pretty up the ice for the second period of action. Again, it's a West Virginia advantage, 3-1 over the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And as Scotty said, the Mountaineers will still have a 38-second power play to start the second period. We're going to take a quick break and then come back for more second period action.
We welcome you back to Winston-Salem for another edition of Wake Forest Ice Hockey, the D2 team taking on the West Virginia Mountaineers. If you're just joining us, the first period was all West Virginia. They took a 3-1 lead, and right now they'll be heading into the second period on a power play. 38 seconds left for them as the Demon Deacons will start this period shorthanded. I'm here with Blake Robinson along with myself, Scotty Kimmelman. We're glad you're joining us as you get ready to start off with the puck drop at center ice to start the second period.
We'll see what the physicality levels and really the speed of both teams looks like. Maybe it dies down and they settle in, or if the Mountaineers just keep the pedal to the metal.
That's right, it'll be Tracy there taking the face-off there, and it's brought back into the Wake Forest defensive zone. Mountaineers control the puck, try to get it through center ice. Puck battle there in the corner as the puck's brought back out to the point, and a nice save there from the goalie Max Siegel.
Just put that hand right out and snagged it with the glove.
Good effort there from the Deacons goalie as we'll get another face-off in the Mountaineers offensive zone. Face-off immediately won from the Deacons, and they'll clear the puck. Mountaineers now just 10 seconds left in this power play. Streak through center ice and bring it into their own zone past the blue line. Nice move there, looking for a centering pass are the Mountaineers.
Here comes Dedricks out of the box.
They'll dump it off now. Along the boards there, some physicality. Deacons, though, recover, try to get it out of their own end. And the puck will be flipped back into center ice. So the Demon Deacons, we talked about this at the break, Blake, but they need some offense. They need some controlling of the puck. And right now, a good kill there as we get a 2-on-1 opportunity now for the Demon Deacons. A pass there, but it goes awry. Good effort there from Jesper Snow, but couldn't find the stick of his wingmate.
That was a great look and really a promising sign as we're getting into this second period. If they can get more looks like that, they're gonna have some success.
Snow's puck gets turned over and the Mountaineers regain. Try to keep it in there from the Deacons. As it'll be Rosado with the puck, he'll dump it into the end. Puck brought back out to the point now. And a shot slung off the glove of Kanar.
Kanar really hasn't been tested, but when he has, he's been all over the puck.
Bit of a spill there. It's Jesper Snow takes a shot, just goes wide. It'll be stuck behind the net now. Puck just goes in front of the crease, but the Mountaineers recover. Man, a loose puck out there, but there are no Deacons to attack it. So again, interference call coming up on the Demon Deacons. That'll be, I believe that's Custable heading into the box for 2 minutes on the interference minor.
That last sequence for the Mountaineers was probably their scariest on defense. You had Kanar kind of all over the place, and he lost his footing in the crease.
Yeah, he took a spill there. That could have been what the interference call was on. But nevertheless, the Mountaineers will be heading in for a 2-minute power play. Face-off won by the Deacons. They'll be looking to clear the puck now. And they do successfully. Mountaineers now jumping in, looking for a clean forecheck. Trying to regain the puck, looking for an open shot. But the Demon Deacons recover. Chaser from the Mountaineers as the Demon Deacons successfully get it out of their own zone and bring it into the Mountaineers' end. But West Virginia recovers now, streaking through center ice. Winger will take it himself. Cruising through all the Wake Forest defensemen. Puck brought back out to the point now. Now to the wing. Looking for an opportunity and a chance. Now to the left wing. The shot on net there is blocked out in front. Demon Deacons recover, clear the puck out. We'll reset and get a change. So much cleaner looks on the kill here from the Demon Deacons. Just trying to do anything to get that puck out of the net. Mountaineers, though, regain possession and flip that puck into their own end. Now fight for the puck right behind the net. So you have 5 skaters there looking for an end. Now clear open pass. And the shot trickles through for a goal. So it'll be a power play goal for the West Virginia Mountaineers as they take a 4-1 lead in the second period. Man, that puck trickled right through the legs of Max Siegel.
I think Siegel lost the puck. He didn't see it.
Yeah, it did seem to look that way, Blake. It looks like he thought he had control of it, but right behind him, the puck just trickled right through his legs and into the net.
Tough break, and the Mountaineers again just continuing to build momentum.
So a restart for some 5-on-5 hockey. Mountaineers, though, with a 3-goal lead in the second period. Just immense pressure there from the Mountaineers as the Deacons repossess. A shot on goal there is saved. That was Lucas there with the wrist shot as we got a player down on the ice.
All I could tell was he was breathing.
Yeah, that's Liam Corwin there. Bit banged up.
He's not standing up straight. Finally, he does.
Good to see skating off on his own power there, but it looks like he'll be heading off to the bench. So the Deacons now potentially out with the defender. So the medical staff will check in on Liam Corwin, but we got a face-off in their own end. As the puck kept in. That's Richardson there. He'll dump it off behind the net. Looking to recover. The Mountaineers regain possession. Streaking through center ice. Bringing it into their own end. Look at the speed there from the Mountaineers. A nice tip there from Richardson to break up the play, and the Deacons recover. Bit of a spill there, and we'll get a penalty called. No call yet, but if I had to guess, I would say it's an interference call.
It's going to be Gallagher for the 3rd time. Again, he's one of those players, he's like a spark plug, but by him being that spark in the team, he's going to go to the box a lot.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it a ton in the first period. I mean, those 2 penalties, of course, but he's also a very fast player with a ton of intensity. But he'll be penalized here for the 3rd time in this game. Bit of a discussion here.
Got 2 Deeks attentively waiting, and a Mountaineer.
Could be discussing the severity of this penalty. Wow, it'll be a major. A 5-minute one at that. So Gallagher will now have to leave the ice. Well, at least we won't see any more penalties from him. That's a good sign.
No, but that's a huge blow for the Mountaineers. Again, he's all over the ice and constantly great on defense and setting up the Mountaineer offense. So, again, a huge blow for them, potentially paving the way for Wake Forest to get some momentum as they're down 3 goals.
Yeah, if there's any opportunity for the Demon Deacons to capitalize in this game, it is right now. They're against a rival in West Virginia. They're down 4-1. They have a 5-minute major coming up. Let's see what they can do to try to get this game back on point. It'll be Jesper Snow at the face-off circle as we get ready to start this 5-minute power play, but a whistle, and we'll reset.
I like how you coined this a rivalry. I mean, it really is.
It's turning into one,
Yeah.
I think, in front of our very own eyes. I mean, we've seen it a lot today with this grittiness, this intensity, the chirping. I mean, it's there. It really is.
I think it's more a competitive rivalry, and then we'll see next weekend with High Point coming to town. That's more of a, I don't want to say personal rivalry, but it gets very chippy if you all remember from last year. It was aggressive, fans and all.
Yeah, I mean, bit of an empty crowd here today, but we're hearing it from both sides of the benches. And now we'll really get started with this 5-minute power play as the Deacons win the faceoff. Jesper Snow brings it back out to the point. And the Deacons hang on with the puck. Nifty move there. Corwin now. The shot on net there and tipped away there from Kanar. Wake Forest recovers though. Snow with the puck. Brings it back out to the point. Rosado now looking for space. Deflection attempt out there in front is knocked away from Kanar. The Deacons trying to keep it in their own end, but they can't. Goes off a body there, and they'll reset. So Corwin now, streaking through center ice, will just dump it off into the defensive end. And Kanar now will freeze the puck with 4:21 left in this 5-minute major.
Smart move to just sit on that puck. There was a lot of people just moving down the ice with a lot of momentum that could have gotten ugly.
Yeah, there's a bit of scattered play from our vantage point, but probably a smart decision nonetheless for Kanar to reset. Deacons, though, will change. Look at that second power play unit out there. And face-off again won by the Demon Deacons. Swung back out to the point, and a shot on net is another save from Kanar. So do hit shot. Smothered there from the Mountaineers goalie. But we're starting to see more of that aggressive play with the shot making, where they're just trying to get any sort of rebound to create chances for a goal.
That major on Gallagher, number 22 for the Mountaineers, was for game misconduct and head contact.
Yeah, again, a tough break there from the Mountaineers. There's a shot there. Couldn't find a man out in front of the net. Deacons keep the puck alive in their own zone. Puck there blocked again. Stick is stripped away. But no call there. That was Nacy, whose stick was literally stripped right out of his hand. But no hooking call, apparently. And again, Kanar does arguably the smart move and smothers over the puck. And we'll get another reset and a new power play line coming out for the Deacons.
Not though. It's a good move for the Mountaineers sitting on the puck, but not those who want to get out of here and maybe watch some NHL hockey.
Yeah, Blake, I'll tell you myself, I'm anxiously waiting for that Devils-Oilers game. It'd be a bit of shame if I missed that first period. Anywho, the Deacons.
You got the Devils winning?
Oh, I sure hope so. It'll be a good game. I mean, this is going to be a good game, though, if the Deacons can capitalize on this major. Pass out in front of the net there. Swung back out to the wing, to the point now. Shot on net is off the glove of Knatt. Regained by the Deacons, and it goes in! Off the skate of a Mountaineer defender. A tough break there from West Virginia, but Wake Forest will take it. A goal for the Demon Deacons to cut their deficit to 2.
Does that goal count for Carter Brown for the Mountaineers? I think he got the assist on that one.
Yeah, you could give it to him. I believe that might have been stuttered there, if I'm not mistaken, with shot off of that Mountaineer skate.
Yeah, Brown was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, looked a little discombobulated, and puck just went right off of Carter Brown's skate. So it'll be a 4-2 game now, still 3:25 left on this major. The Mountaineers trying to kill off this power play shorthanded. Rosado streaking through the ice, loses the puck. Fight for the puck now, and regained by the Deacons. Another shot and a good save out there by Kanar. Rosado recovers, swings it back out to the point. Corwin now swings it to the wing. Corwin again with the puck. Looking for a nice pass out in front, but a terrific save and a goal from the Deacons. Jesper Snow finishes it with another goal. A great move there from Corn to get the puck out in front. And Jesper Snow picks up the goal. It is now a 4-3 game in Winston-Salem. Tell you what, Blake, the Deeks are clawing back, down by 2 goals just 3 minutes ago. Now they're really in this one, and we've got a whole new game.
I'd have to consider this one of the most successful power plays I've seen, especially covering Wake Forest hockey.
Yeah, it reminds me of there was a D2 game last year between Wake Forest, and I don't remember who they were playing, but they committed a 5-minute major, and it completely cost them the game. They gave up, I want to say, 3 or 4 goals, and that's what we've been seeing tonight here from the Demon Deacons, just capitalizing on those mistakes. I mean, obviously, we won't see Gallagher for the rest of this game, which, for the Demon Deacons, that's a good sign, but just in this specific moment, they've been able to capitalize and make this a competitive game.
Yeah, we'll see if the momentum can continue. Maybe the script can flip, and the physicality and speed will go to the Demon Deacons. Again, but there is still plenty of game left, still 33 minutes all in all. Plenty of time for this to flip back again in the Mountaineers' favor.
I think we might need a clock reset on the board here in Winston-Salem.
There we go.
There we go, 13-22, that's it. Well, that's a good sign. Another face-off at center ice. The Deacons recover again. Another shot on net there. And the puck recovered by the Demon Deacons. Swung back out there for Chifa. Chifa out to the wing. Back to Chifa. Swings it looking for a deflection, but a nice save there from Kanar. Now we're really starting to see some textbook power play action from the Deacons. Just getting that puck back out to the point, looking for open spaces, and when there aren't any, looking for any sort of deflection out front. But Kanar, after that goal, doing his part now to try to keep this game as close as possible.
They seem to have taken the power play to kind of get Wake Forest to play as they did yesterday, more fluid and being able to maintain momentum.
Richardson took a spill there. But the Deacons now right in front of the net. They couldn't corral it. Friscone pressuring. He'll take a spill along with a Mountaineer defender. Recovered there from the Deeks and stripped away. Another shot goes wide. And will get flung out of the Wake Forest zone into the other end of the rink. Richardson gets pinned alongside the boards there. Mountaineers showing some more intensity. Recovered there from the Deacons. But batted down again from the Mountaineers. Doing everything they can to keep this lead intact. No offsides call as the Deacons keep it in their zone. Richardson trying to find a man. And stripped away from the Mountaineers. Deacons now with Nacy. Now to Snow.
Dothett tried to get them sleeping on that line change. Couldn't get it to work, though.
Cohen, another shot on net, but a nice save there from Kennard. And the puck again goes outside of the Wake zone, and the Mountaineer bench is loving it. Snow finds a man, streaking in. Looking for a play. Centers around the ice. Corwin now to the wing. Back out to Corwin. Has some room, takes a shot, and a save there from Kennard. And he sprawls over it to ice the puck.
Again, another dangerous situation for the Mountaineers. And Kennard just sits on the puck. Again, the best decision.
Just 34 seconds left now for the Demon Deacons in this 5-minute major. But whatever happens for the rest of it, you can really call this a successful 5-minute power play.
A game-changing success at that.
That's right, Blake. 2 goals for the Demon Deacons here to cut this deficit to 1. Nice keep there from Corwin. It's Liam Corwin fires it off a Mountaineer defender. Back out to the point. And a shot inside looking for a deflection. Another shot and a great save there from Kennard. Deacons had a great look there from the wing, but Kennard all over it to freeze the puck again. Now just 13 seconds left in this major penalty.
And going along with kind of the flipping of the scripts, Wake Forest now has a shot on goal advantage over the Mountaineers.
I mean, they're bound to after this major. Great stuff there. And another save from Kanar and another ice of the puck. Is it just me or does he need a breather? Because every time he sees that puck, he's icing it immediately.
Yeah, he hasn't had an easy shift this second period. I mean, we're approaching the halfway point, and he's been put to work.
Yeah, no, this Mountaineer defense not doing him a ton of favors, but give some props to Griffin Kennard. Just pucks getting pelted right at him, left and right. Okay, so fun there from the Deeks. Another shot, and again, it's off Kennard. Deacons recover out the puck out behind the net. Another shot blocked there from Kennard. That was Dietrich there. Dietrich now will fling it back out to the point, but it's recovered there from the Mountaineers. They bring it into their own zone as the major penalty is over. Brought down there in the corner is a fight for the puck.
I've seen a few little nudges, I don't want to call them punches, by Chifa.
Yeah, showing that intensity is Chifa. Mountaineers now, as they've controlled the puck, just coming in with all of this intensity. Just getting pinned alongside the boards now. Mountaineers pass it to nobody. The Deacons recover and turn it over to their own zone. Looking for a chance, kept at the point. Finds a man at the wing, and the shot just blocked off the glove of Kennard. For Scone. Big hit there, trying to keep the puck. Friscone recovers, finds it back out, and another save from Kennard. Another chance, and another stop from Kennard. Some whistles blowing, the refs trying to break some chippiness up going on right now.
Scotty, props to Kennard.
I mean, what can you say at this point? He's been doing everything right now for the Mountaineers. I mean, besides their play that's going on in their own end.
Yeah.
Just with the checks, all this fighting. Not necessarily fighting, but it's getting to that point. Yeah, physicality, that's the word I'm looking for. But really, you have to give all these props to Kennard, just putting his body out on the line to stop these pucks from going behind the net. I mean, if it weren't for him, the Deacons could be up in this game by now.
Yeah, I don't know what the West Virginia budget looks like for their hockey team, but I would definitely be buying Kennard a Happy Meal after this one.
Yeah. Possibly some props to those pads, too, as the Mountaineers now streaking in, and a nice save there, and he sprawls out. Max Siegel there. Hasn't had a ton of work in a bit.
No,
but doing his job there.
He did his best Kennard impression.
Yeah, that's right. It's one of the first shots the Mountaineers have had in this period, and Max Siegel does not miss.
Yeah, just their third shot. They had 12 in the first period and just 3 so far over 10 minutes in.
Deacons recover. They find him out in front. Offsides, just getting waved off. Deacons now with the puck, but it's immediately stripped away. Looking for a centering pass, and a nice move, but the puck is tipped out in front there, in front of the crease. Puck taken away from Studdert. The Mountaineers reset, looking to get a clean entry, but the puck goes awry. Deacons trying to recover. Some tired skaters now on the ice. Slap shot goes high. And into the netting. We'll get a stoppage of play now with 8:12 left in the second period.
There was no fan to get that souvenir. It just went right into the concourse area and no one there to grab it.
You know, I couldn't even see where that puck went from my angle, but I'm glad you caught that, Blake. I wish I was over there to catch that puck.
Do you think I can get down there quick enough and get it?
Maybe at the end of the period.
Okay.
I mean, we could see how fast you are.
Yeah.
No, we could time you, too. We got a whole timer right here.
I'd pull a hammy before I could get back.
Yeah, you might have to stretch right now if you want to get that one. Deacons recover with the face-off. The Mountaineers keep it in their zone. An open chance at a shot, but it's mishandled there from the Mountaineer forward. Puck kept in and brought back out to the point. Looking for a shot on net, but a nice save there from Siegel. Deacons will just flip it up And icing is waved off. Nice job there from Jesper Snow. Snow gets the puck stripped away from him, but the Deacons keep it in their zone. Looking for a deflection, and it goes off. Knar, he'll ice it again, and we'll get another face-off at the red dot.
Another confrontation. I heard somebody complain about, I heard the word icing from here.
Yeah, that's what we saw is, really possible icing call. But from what I saw, it looked like Jesper Snow had the defender right next to him. I mean, you can see why they called it off, but you can also see the frustration from the Mountaineers bench. Face off again, one from the Demon Deacons. And another shot and another save from Knar. Pinned alongside the boards there, the Deacons trying to gather the puck. But the Mountaineers regain it. And again, the Demon Deacons recover. Now into their own zone, and they score! A goal from the Demon Deacons to tie this one up in the second. It is 4-4. That was Connor Tracy with the goal. He brought it in all by himself, went far side, and the Deacons finally able to put past Knar.
The equalizer, and there's still 27 minutes to play. If things continue this way, this game could start getting back to the way it was yesterday. Of course, it's maybe not a 3-goal deficit they can create, but I think the Demon Deacons can really start generating some momentum and keep the momentum.
We'll have a Mountaineer heading into the box. That's Carter Brown. Not sure exactly what the call will be. But it looks like the Demon Deacons might be going on another power play. Brown not loving it from the penalty box.
And that goal by Tracy was the assist by Kellen Donaher. Again, just another great play.
Well, after all, the Mountaineers won't be shorthanded. They'll have 5 men out there. But nonetheless, Brown will be in the penalty box.
Oh.
Coach calling for Richardson to come back into the bench as Jack Gans will come out. And after the Tracy goal, we'll get a face-off here at center ice. It's won by the Mountaineers. Looking for some offensive playmaking. They dump it into their own zone, trying to create some fireworks on the forecheck. Regained by the Mountaineers. The puck's brought back out to the point. Looking for a shot and deflection, but a nice save there from Siegel. Again, Siegel right in front there. Some open room for the Mountaineers. Looking for a centering pass. And they'll find a man out on the point, but a nice block there. And a save from Siegel. He'll ice it. That was Zachary Nacy with the block out in front. Some gutsy play from Nacy. And that's some of the stuff that we saw from the Mountaineers in the first period, too. Just putting your body on the line. Great work there from the Demon Deacon center.
Yeah, like you said, Scotty, great save by Nacy. It looked like it stung a little bit. He kind of stayed in place and was holding his arm for just a brief second, but then got right back in the action.
Yeah, great move there as we're just under 7 minutes left to play here in the second period. We're now all squared up, 4-4 here in Winston-Salem. Mountaineers win the faceoff, looking for a deflection again. But it'll be no good as the Deacons recover. Flip it off, and a clean zone entry from Wake Forest. Looking for another shot attempt and another save from Griffin Knar. That was Jaeger Lucas with the shot on goal there, and another save from Griffin Knar. So the Demon Deacons, after a rather lackluster performance shot-making-wise in the first period, have racked all the way up to 27 shots at this point in the second period.
Yeah, they've gotten 18 shots on goal. That's double of what they had in the first period.
And we've still got some time here in the second. Mountaineers that recover, bring it into center ice, and brought into their own zone. A shot goes wide, and West Virginia recovers, looking for a deflection out in front, but a save there out in front by Siegel. The Deacons, though, recover, get it through center ice, and into their own offensive zone. Nifty move there. And that'll be Studdert, who isn't able to connect with anybody there. But stripped away again from the Demon Deacons. That's Lucas, flung back out to the point. Corwin gets broken up there. Custable, looking for an open man. Finds Rosado off the bench. A shot there and another save there from Kanar. And there'll be a pile up right in front of the crease. So streaking Colin Rosado with a nice effort there as he came out of the bench, got the puck and made a nice shot, but an even better save from Griffin Kanar to keep this game tied.
Not only is Kanar being exhausted by all these attacks by the Deeks, but it's stressful. I mean, that was a stressful... They had no idea where the puck was, and you've got, it looks like half a dozen players just jumping on it.
You've seen that about 5 times in this game, where Griffin Kanar is just lost because of how much pressure there is in that crease area. I mean, just a loose puck after loose puck, but this time able to keep it out of the net. Get another face-off here. The Deacons win it immediately. A shot on goal and a nice glove save there again from Griffin Kanar. And we'll do it again at the face-off circle.
Just to highlight the fans, there's a lot of West Virginia fans, parents, in attendance. There are some Wake students, though, which is different from yesterday, perhaps because it was a Friday afternoon, and today's Saturday afternoon. But a lot of West Virginia parents in attendance. I believe I heard 8 families were able to travel with the team.
Wow. A good showing from the Mountaineer fan base.
They always travel well in every sport.
Mountaineers that recover with the shot on net, and a glove save there on his own from Max Siegel.
We're seeing Wake Forest shot on goal stat eking up to that standard they usually set when they have success around that 40 mark, even beyond 40, and it looks like they're going to get to that again.
It's getting there. They've really shown out in this second period. Oh, my goodness, Rosado completely decks the goalie. Oh, my goodness, there'll be a tussle now. Colin Rosado just bulldozed Griffin Kanar. And he'll have a penalty. This, again, could be a major.
Some choice words from the benches, as expected, and Kanar is not moving.
My goodness. 3 Mountaineer players are coming in to check on their goalie, including the backup JP Suck. Man, what a massive hit there from Colin Rosado. Well, you can hear it from the West Virginia bench saying it was 22. And they're not wrong. It was Colin Rosado with a massive hit.
Well, he's a little shaken up himself.
I mean, it looked like he was just going for the puck, and Griffin Kanar, who's just going out there to try to stop it. It looks like they collided.
This is where I would not want to be a referee in the game of ice hockey because it's just too much to figure out.
This is also where I'd not want to be a goalie. I mean, you thought Griffin Kanar's job was harder earlier with all that pressure and stress in the crease. I mean, really tough scene right now for the Mountaineer goalie.
It looks like if Kanar is not able to stand in his post, it's going to be JP Zuck, number 72, that's going to fill in. He is currently on the ice, just grabbed his stick, so it looks like he will take up the post at the net.
See Kennar now getting up with some help from his teammates and the medical staff. Really have to feel for the Mountaineer goalie. It was a nasty hit he took from Rosado. Really tough scene here in Winston-Salem.
During the stoppage of play, Coach Adams for the Deeks is using the time to have a team huddle and discuss some things. The West Virginia bench just sitting as normal. And again, everybody's kind of trying to figure things out. There are currently 3 Mountaineers in the penalty box.
I mean, yeah, right after that big hit, Blake, there was a huge tussle. Just all of those Mountaineers that were on the ice going right after Colin Rosado, the Demon Deacon captain.
If I'm not mistaken, Scotty, was it Kennar kind of came out of his crease a little bit, and then that's where the contact happened?
You're exactly right, Blake. There was a loose puck. Colin Rosado was going for it, and Kennar made the risky decision of going out of his crease to go for the puck, and just a bang hit there. It's really unfortunate.
Again, a lot of players with choice words. But Kennar is now getting up on his skates, which is great to see. Looks like he's going to be able to come off the field, off the ice on his own power.
Is he staying in net? That would be unbelievable.
He just waved off JP Zuck.
Oh my goodness, it looks like Griffin Kennar is staying in his net. Man, what a player. So it looks like Colin Rosado has been ejected from this game from that hit. I mean, the official's arm went up immediately when Rosado made contact with Kennar.
Are they offering him an explanation right now? I mean, I think he might be pleading his case, and I don't want to say he has a case, but it definitely wasn't a normal just truck stick play. I mean, there was some context to it. Again, like we were saying, Kennar was out of his crease and kind of in no man's land a little bit.
Yeah, he made the risky play, and it didn't work out for Kennar. It didn't work out for anybody, to that matter. I mean, Wake Forest now down their captain and a first-line right winger.
We heard Jesper Snow just say, "I don't like that."
So whatever's coming must not be good for the Demon Deacons, I'm sure. I mean, besides the ejection.
And again, Jesper Snow is the other co-president alongside Colin Rosado of this D2 club ice hockey team. So again, a lot of leadership getting involved, of course, with Rosado being disqualified. But Jesper Snow coming up to bat for his teammate. They're still trying to figure things out.
It'll be Jack Gans in the box now for the Deacons. Just taking that place of Colin Rosado.
And Scotty, the report I got from the scorer's table, it looks like Adam Custable has also been disqualified for that fight. So we had the charge by Rosado, and then after the fact, the fight, I guess they're going to pin that on Custable.
And it looks like we'll be getting some 4-on-4 hockey now. With 5 minutes for the Demon Deacons and 2 minutes for the Mountaineers. And another penalty. An interference call on the Demon Deacons. And another man will be heading into the box.
They're gonna run out of room, Scotty.
You know, I'm a really big fan and component of 4-on-4 hockey, so I'm a little disappointed to see that we only got to watch 10 seconds of it. But now the Demon Deacons will be going shorthanded 4-on-3 now, as the Mountaineers have the man advantage. Just under 5 minutes left in the second period. A chaotic period, to say the least. Now West Virginia just looking to get back out in front here. Deacons win the faceoff, and the puck's immediately cleared there. Mountaineers looking to bring it into their own zone. Some 4-on-3 hockey. Puck is stuck at center ice. Nifty move there to get into the zone from West Virginia. Puck brought back out to the point. Looking for some space to the wing. Back out to the blue line. The shot deflected there from McKee. Mountaineers looking for some space. Back out to the blue line. Mountaineers have good possession of the puck now. And a clear lane, but a nice block out in front there from the Deacons. And the puck goes behind the blue line. The Mountaineers will have to reset. That was McKee out in front there with the block. West Virginia, though, maintains the puck in their own zone. We have another man coming in, as another shot there is deflected from a stick. Mountaineers looking for a centering feed. Swings across, back out to the point. To the wing now. And a nice stick out in front there from the Deacons. Mountaineers, great possession of the puck on this odd man advantage. Nice move there. Reining in, and a save and a stop there from Max Siegel.
Very long possession, and during that, Coach Adams was whistling and I think pointing or signaling to somebody. I thought he was pointing at us.
Yeah, my heart kind of dropped for a second.
So did we do something wrong?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. We're recording.
We're still on the air. We are still on the air.
We are still on the air. And we've still got 4-on-3 hockey.
Do we know the record for Wake Forest ice hockey for longest period? This might be it.
You know what? It's up there.
It's got to be
in my time commentating Wake hockey games, it is definitely up there.
Now, again, we did have the Zamboni breakdown. I believe it was like November of last year. It was a D3 game.
Yep. Good
longest
times.
game of all time. But again, longest period. I think this might take the cake.
I'd have to go back at the footage and see what the case is. Yeah.
It's been entertaining though, Scotty.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, some chippy hockey there. It's been kind of all over the place, but nevertheless, I mean, the Mountaineers, we saw there, very clean, just well-rounded power play. They're still on it with a 4-on-3 advantage, but didn't take too many shots, just circling, looking for opportunity, and one big strike that was stopped there from Siegel.
And if you look over to your left, Scotty, Kanar is bent over his knees. I don't know if that's just him trying to recoup, or if he's still reeling in pain.
Yeah, it could be all of the above there. He, obviously, if you're just joining us too, he took a massive hit earlier from Colin Rosado, which is why we have all these penalties and all these odd man advantages. But, yeah, you're right, Blake. It could be all of those options.
Yeah, that disqualifying charge on Rosado, and then I guess they pinned Adam Custable as the ringleader of the fight that ensued after the fact. Both those players for Wake Forest out of the contest, and of course Gallagher, number 22, Francis Gallagher for the Mountaineers, was taken off the ice earlier in the game, which I guess was kind of a precursor to what we just saw. It was kind of leading up to that moment.
Exactly, and I mean, I think a lot of things have led up to this moment. I mean, whether you start off with the goal in the first 9 seconds for the Mountaineers, the Deacons' comeback on that major, just a ton of stuff has happened that has led to this point, which is also why this game has been going on for the better part of an hour and a half. But we're glad you're with us. We're glad you're sticking around. We've had a blast today. but we still got plenty of hockey left to go in this very close game between two ACC rivals. Can we say rivals?
We're coining it now.
I
You
think we
coined
can call
it.
it rivals.
I'm coining it with you.
I think after this game, it's safe to say we can call these two teams rivals.
And I'd love to see them play more. Again, it's not a far trip for the Mountaineers or the Demon Deacons to go play each other.
Not at all. Mountaineers get the puck behind the blue line. They're going to have to reset. As the Demon Deacons get another man out there as we begin 4-on-4 hockey. Mountaineers streaking in. A big hit there. Looking for some action. But the Deacons now with a chance to clear the puck out. And they do. So it's a 5-on-4 advantage for the Mountaineers for just over 2 minutes now. Streaking in now is West Virginia. Taking a shot, but a nice save there from the pad from Siegel. Doing everything he can to close that door. Pass out to nobody, but the Mountaineers recover. Solid puck movement here from West Virginia now. Swung back out, across the boards, back out to the point, to another defenseman. Shot there looking for a deflection, but it's no good. Mountaineers doing a great job possessing the puck here in this power play, looking for an open pass, but it couldn't connect. Some tired Deacon skaters out here, just doing anything they can to clear this puck. Shot there deflected by the Deacons, and they'll clear it. And they'll get that much-needed change. Lucas with some tight pressure now. Mountaineers streaking through center ice and into their own end. Nifty move there off the boards. And West Virginia recovers, but a puck stolen away. We have a 2-on-1 opportunity for the Demon Deacons, but they couldn't connect. Mitchell couldn't hang on to the puck there as a pass from Lucas goes awry. Mountaineers pick up on the chance, but the Deacons immediately recover. A broken stick there from the Mountaineers defenseman. West Virginia again through center ice. Penalty is about to expire, along with the period itself. Just under 10 seconds now. Penalty is up. And there is the end of the period.
The everlasting period is finally over.
My goodness. I mean, Blake, you said it. One of the longest periods we've ever seen as commentators here covering Wake Forest hockey. But man, it was an eventful one at that. The Demon Deacons tied it up 4-4 after a 5-minute major. And after they tied it up, a ton of penalties flying around. It was Colin Rosado decking Griffin Kennard, the goalie for the Mountaineers. And honestly, a bit of sloppy hockey, a bit of controlled and clean hockey. And it's led up to this point where the Demon Deacons lead 30-20 on shots and are knotted up with the Mountaineers 4-4.
And speaking of Rosado, Scotty, I'm seeing him over to my left. He's got an ice pack on his head. He's in street clothes along with Adam Custable. He seems to be walking around fine. That is Rosado, but definitely keeping that ice pack very close to his head on the right side. So it'll be interesting to get an update on him. Hopefully he's just got a headache, no concussion or anything. But again, that just speaks to the insanity of the second period.
Yeah, that's the hope. He did get ejected and disqualified, so Rosado, that captain for the Demon Deacons, that first-line right winger, will not be in play for Wake Forest. We're going to take a quick break here as we hope you stick around as we head into the third period. Again, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons are tied with the West Virginia Mountaineers 4-4. We'll see you in a bit.
Welcome back inside the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena. We're just now starting the third period of action between the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. It's a 4-4 hockey game. There were 4 goals scored in the second period, and it has been just mayhem. We've had, I believe, 3 ejections in the second period, and again, the madness continues, as that is a new goalie in net. We saw Griffin Narr take that huge hit from Colin Rosado that got him disqualified, but then after recovering from his injury, he came right back out onto the ice. But now I believe he was being checked out by a trainer during the intermission, and now JP Zuck will take over the net duties. So we're going to have a face-off in the Wake Forest offensive zone. As Dedricks fights with a Mountaineer for it. It's in the right bumper. A quick shot in, and I think it went in. No.
They're saying no goal.
Had a mixed reaction.
Trying for a deflection there. Didn't find the back of the net.
Connor Tracy almost had his second of the afternoon. Instead, it looks like it went right around the post. Would have been a huge play for the Demon Deacons in just a minute in this third period, but all for naught. And a huge hit. That's Tracy along the boards. Again, we're seeing that high energy, maybe even more so than any of the 2 periods, except for the massive exchange that led to the ejections. Another shot off the post, and another whistle. Looks like that was Jax Gate, who again couldn't connect. Back-to-back opportunities for the Deeks.
Another really good chance there from the Demon Deacons. Another puck goes off the post there.
We heard that one. It was loud.
We did hear that one. Yeah, that could you hear that all the way up here. Puck kept out of the net though, and we're still tied up at 4.
And that will be Jax Gate on the dot for the face-off. Mountaineers will win this one. Just about 90 seconds elapsed in this final period. Another shot far to the right. Mountaineers ship it over into their offensive zone. That's Gate again to Richardson there. And that puck went to Jesper Snow, and he just launched it into the stands. Again, another souvenir. I kind of want to go get it again.
Oh, no, that guy up there picked it up.
That's unfortunate.
I would.
That was closer. That one was closer to us.
You know, I hate to admit, if that was me, I would have picked it up and ran.
Well, do you have to give it back? Like, it's like, you know.
I think it would be the moral thing, rather than a necessity.
You know, like in the NFL or in any football game, especially in any sport, except baseball, you got to give the ball back.
Imagine you have to get the ball back in baseball. Man, that'd stink.
No one would go.
I sure wouldn't.
McKee doing it all himself down the ice and just throws up a shot. Try to get it back to McKee at the blue line. Instead, they're going to have to chase it.
Yeah, some good looks there from the Deacons, but another good stop there from Zuck. Had an open lane, but the Deacons couldn't capitalize.
And a quick shot by the Mountaineers, but great defense by Siegel. The Mountaineers have the puck again. They'll send it into their own end. Siegel going to stop it and set it up for Jack Gans. Now over to Matthew Studdert. Back to Gans. He's being pressured, and Ambrosi will take the puck. Siegel passes it over to Studdert. And we're seeing back and forth. No team really getting a good possession of the puck. Just about 3 minutes into this third period. It looked like a hand pass. And is that Gio Chifa? He acted as if he didn't do it, but he is guilty, Scotty.
Yeah, it did look like a hand pass there, so we'll get a reset and another face-off. Oh, no. Be a penalty coming up.
Really? Maybe he was guilty of 2 counts.
Perhaps.
We have 18:56 left in this third period. Our first penalty comes on Gio Chifa. Puck drop goes to the Mountaineers. It's up at their own blue line. Mountaineers looking for a lane. Back up, moving in. It goes off the skate of Liam Corwin.
So a delay game penalty is the official ruling on Chifa.
That's the first one. I think we're collecting all the penalties, and that adds to our collection.
Yeah, they're like infinity stones in this one.
Yeah. I think we might only need like one more stone to complete the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Here come the Mountaineers. They'll dump it in. Ambrosi there for the chase. They'll get the puck. Back up to the blue line. Again, Mountaineers just trying to work the puck around, being slower. Deflection. Siegel all over it this period so far. Puck back at the blue line. Shot from the blue line. Again, Siegel deflection. Wake Forest desperately trying to get the puck out of their own zone, and Siegel does it for them just to stop the play.
Yeah, smart move there from the Deacons goalie just to sprawl out and stop play. The Mountaineers were rolling there. So get another line change.
We're approaching a quarter of the way through this final period. 15:41 left in regulation. That'll be Sims and Jesper Snow for the puck drop. Won by the Mountaineers. That's Young with it. He'll get it back to Sims, who's surveying down to the left bumper. Sims tries to get inside. They keep the puck onside. And now a fight for it behind the net. And that one will be sent all the way to the other end. JP Zuck hands it off to Young. And we'll move back down the ice. Here comes Sims on a heater. Trying to find a lane. He'll circle around. Look for a pass. Couldn't get anything to go. Now Carter Brown will try to reset the puck. It's being chased by Matthew Studdard.
Another penalty. That'll be a tripping on the Deacons.
It's going to be on Studdard, and he wasn't happy about it. Here comes Sims again, looking for another opportunity, and he'll slide all the way to the backboard.
Still a delayed penalty. That ref's going to have a tired arm.
It's Young with the puck. Over to Brown. They're just playing keep away from the Deeks now. Hit by Richardson. Still a Mountaineer puck and a shot, and it's in! A great pass, and that shot scored by the Mountaineers is Jacob Hollander, the left winger on the first line with 14:11 to go. A huge break for the Mountaineers to take a 5-4 lead over the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And they never got to call that penalty, Scotty.
Yeah, you know, I got a feel for that ref there who had his arm up the entire time, but a nice move there from the Mountaineers to cash in on the delayed penalty and take this lead just under 6 minutes into this third period. See if the Deacons can recoup and try to get back into this one.
I think we're seeing things kind of shift back to the way they were as the faceoff goes to the Mountaineers. And a good shove by Dothit. But that Mountaineer possession looked like the Mountaineers of the first period. As here comes Ambrosi trying to get speed down the ice. And again, another shove by the Deeks. They're trying to match that physicality with Dothit on the puck. And he gets tripped up by Best.
That's a bad penalty right there, my goodness. Just got the stick ripped out of his hand right there.
I believe they're going to assign that one to Best the fourth. Not the first, the second, the third, but the fourth. Not his best moment.
Nope. That was Pretty clear-cut penalty there. It'll be George Best heading into the penalty box. So another power play for the Demon Deacons coming up as the Mountaineers will head in shorthanded.
Face off in the Wake Forest offensive zone. They win the drop. Playing and a quick shot from the left side. Scooped up by J.P. Zuck. That shot was by Jax Gate. 13:34 left. Wake Forest at that 35 shots on goal mark, approaching 40 again. That's their sweet spot, but now they're down a goal, Scotty.
Yeah, Deacons really need to capitalize. They did a great job on the major before. See what they can do here on the 5-on-4 advantage.
Puck in the left bumper. Trying to go back door, nothing there. That was Danny Mitchell. Now up to the right side, a shot almost went in. A great look by the Deeks. They're going to go at it again, staying on that right side. Now back up to the slot. A shot by Jax Gate, deflected, and here come the Mountaineers. One-on-one with the goalie, shot, and it's deflected to the left.
Great save there from Siegel, just sprawled out.
And now a fight for the puck. It's a 3-on-1. Deeks to Mountaineers. Puck pops loose. And the Deeks will have it moving up the ice. We'll do a line change, but the Mountaineers get the puck. That's Ambrosi, who will clear it. Perhaps Wake Forest is going to slow things down and try to get a good possession, but here comes Dothit with speed, and he'll dump it in. Ross McKee in that right bumper. A shot attempt by Nacy off the pad of Zuck. We're approaching 12 minutes left. Back up to the right side. McKee shot in, deflected off of Nacy. Sims tries to race down for the puck, but Siegel saves it and gets it over to Liam Corwin, who will send it back to McKee behind his own net. Just under 12 to play. Here's Corwin trying to weave through defenders. That's offside. Had two Wake Forest players offside. A little bit of miscommunication for sure there.
Yeah, now what you want to see there from Wake Forest, that's a power play expired. We'll get some more 5-on-5 hockey. A really missed opportunity there from the Demon Deacons to capitalize and potentially try to tie this game up.
They really didn't get many looks on the power play. It's almost as if they forgot there was one.
That's right, Blake.
Mountaineers will send the puck into their offensive zone. Mountaineers have it, try to get a quick shot. And Siegel does the right thing, puts a glove on that puck, and ices it with 11:22 left in the third period. Nobody in the box. It's quite strange, Scotty, as we have this face-off in the West Virginia Mountaineer zone.
No, it looks lonely down there.
I know. Soon enough, they'll have somebody joining the penalty box attendant.
It's bound to happen.
As here come the Mountaineers. That's Briggs trying to find a passing lane. Nothing there. He's going to get it back up to the blue line. Now to the right side. An errant shot. As the Deeks are going to try to move down the ice. It's Jesper Snow. But Briggs.
And there's the penalty.
Is going to get called for the penalty on that defense on Jesper Snow with 10:52 left. He's pleading with the referee, maybe arguing a tad. But nonetheless, and Scotty, we were just talking about it, back in the box.
Yeah, you said it. It was a clear tripping penalty there on Jesper Snow. Just took this, put the stick right under his skate and made him fall there. So there'll be another power play chance for the Demon Deacons as the Mountaineers will head back out shorthanded. So really another good opportunity for Wake Forest to try to tie this game up. They have had some good looks on the power play before, but let's see what they can do now in the third period.
That was Mitchell on the dot, but we're approaching the halfway point, and every power play opportunity, every chance is going to be huge down the stretch, as that's a shot by Mitchell It deflects to the right.
Yeah, big save there from Zuck.
Gate keeps it in. That shot by Studdard. Again offline. Great defense by Zuck. Over to the right side. That's Danaher. He'll get it down inside. Now back up to the blue line. Danaher, shots deflected, and the Mountaineers are going to try to push the puck down the ice, but Wake Forest is able to recover. Mountaineers try to clear again. Puck is deflecting like a pinball. And Lucas has the puck now, as we are now at the halfway point in this third and final period. With a whistle, and the puck was just leaving the neutral zone into the Mountaineers zone for the first time in a while, with 9:57 left.
Penalty coming up on the Deeks here from Danny Mitchell.
We're back where we were. Player from each team in the box, serving time.
That's right, Blake. We'll get some more 4-on-4 hockey here.
Maybe you'll finally get to see some of what you wanted, because the
Yeah,
moment
perhaps.
we got that.
I only got 10 seconds of it. Hopefully
Yeah.
I can get a minute and 6 seconds of it.
That's Dedricks and Sims fighting for the puck, and it doesn't really move, but then it breaks free. Quite a strange sequence, but McKee gets it out. This is Corwin circling around. Fakes the handoff. Is now going past Ambrosi. He'll dump it in. That's Best trying to get the puck out of the zone, but it's intercepted by Dedricks. And again, skate around and reset for the Deeks. Here comes Dedricks. Trying to find a lane, nothing there. Just decides to take the shot right off the pad of Zuck. Best with the puck, passing it over to reset. Briggs only has 10 seconds left on his penalty. And then it'll be a power play for the Mountaineers. Again, a successful penalty kill for West Virginia. As Corwin has the puck over to McKee. Fighting alongside the boards closest to us. That's Nacy, gets the puck from the Mountaineers.
Yeah, the Deacons just doing anything they can to draw out this power play for the Mountaineers. Just under 30 seconds left for this man advantage.
And Siegel tried to corral the puck, couldn't get a handle on it, instead just sits on it and stops the clock with 8 minutes and 12 seconds left, and just 16 seconds left on the West Virginia power play. We'll have a face-off in the West Virginia offensive zone. That'll be Danaher for the Deeks, and this one will be won by Wake Forest. Not without the Mountaineers hounding, and they get the puck right back to the blue line. That's George Best. Over to Briggs, an errant pass. And Jesper Snow tries to keep the puck in his possession. He'll go down the ice now. Passes to Danaher. An almost backdoor pass to Jesper Snow, but he couldn't hang on to it. Now it's Gate with the puck on the left side. Pass inside, deflected. Puck on the right side. That's Jesper Snow working his way to the bumper.
Some more physicality here from the Mountaineers. Really well done on their forecheck just to try to get the possession back.
And a whistle. With 7:19 left in regulation, the West Virginia Mountaineers have a 5-4 advantage over the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Shots on goal still advantage Wake Forest. It's 37-26. Again, they're approaching that 40 mark, but they're still down in this game.
It really is a testament to, both goalies for the Mountaineers. You saw Kennard go down, and that was Zuck taking over. Just a brilliant job from both from both goalies.
Yeah, picking up right where Kennard left off. And a hard hit at the backboards. Wake Forest with the puck. Shoots from the left point. Back up to the right point. Shot deflected. And here come the Mountaineers. A shot right into the chest of Siegel. Blood pressure elevated right there for the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, but Siegel is able to keep it in his chest and stop the clock with 6:46 left.
Yeah, a good 2-on-2 chance there for West Virginia, but better save there from Siegel. Really well done to hang on to the puck, not allow any chance of a rebound.
And it'll be Lucas and Sims in the face-off circle in the West Virginia O zone. This puck's in the neutral zone, gets into the Wake Forest offensive zone. A shot deflected off the spreading Zuck. And now here come the Mountaineers. It's Sims. He's dangerous. Tries to get around Chifa, but to no avail. Approaching 6 minutes left in regulation. A shot wide to the right by Ross McKee. And now a fight for the puck in the right bumper. Back up to the blue line. That's Chifa. A shot. Congested traffic, and they're going to blow the puck dead, but a little commotion going on in the goalie's crease with 5:58 left.
Yeah, it's a good thing it didn't get any more out of hand. I mean, obviously this tension has been brewing throughout the entire game. But again, a nice stop there from Zuck. Got to give him credit. He's really done a great job taking over behind the net here for Kennard, who came out with the injury after that nasty hit from Colin Rosado.
Yeah, the water boiled over in the second period, and we haven't seen it really happen in this third period, as the Mountaineers have possession. The Deeks pestering for the puck. Now here come the Mountaineers. A shot again right into the chest of Max Siegel. A 10 shot on goal discrepancy. Wake Forest has that advantage, 37-27, as we're awaiting a face-off in the West Virginia zone between Outward and Nacy. That one goes right to the Deeks. That's Corwin. Best has it in the neutral zone, sends it down towards Siegel, and Corwin gets the puck right back. Pass to the left side. Wake trying to get through the neutral zone. They'll dump it in. We're approaching 3/4 of the way through the final period. Jesper Snow tries to launch one into the net, and that's deflected. The Mountaineers have it. Up the ice they go. Great defense by the Deeks and Liam Corwin, not letting the Mountaineers make any moves. As here comes Richardson, a pass over to Nacy. He's going to try to get a shot, and he does, and then loses it and takes a hard hit into the boards, almost dislodging the net. Looks like he hit his neck on the boards, slow to get up, and again, it almost dislodged the net.
It's a nasty spill there from Zachary Nacy, but a terrific move just to get up to the net. Made a couple dekes there and a great effort, but
he had one of the better looks all night, right in front of the goalie.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, like you said, like a really, really nasty fall there. Could have hit his neck, but good to see him up, walking off on his own power.
4:40 left again. The West Virginia Mountaineers maintain a 5-4 advantage over the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. The Deeks are surrounding the referee, getting an explanation, and now they're ready for the face-off. It's going to be Gate in there for Wake Forest, and they'll win this one. Gate has the puck in the left bumper. Now passes it to the right side to Snow. McKee wanted the puck. Bad pass. Chifa gets it back. And a shot by Danaher. He's a little upset that one got corralled by J.P. Zuck. Getting a couple good looks, but not really close to capitalizing on them.
Yeah, really good effort there from Danaher. A nice shot, but right into the chest of Zuck.
Wake Forest third line will make it onto the ice. Puck drop. It's a quick one. Goes to the Mountaineers. McKee fighting for the puck. Was stuttered there by. No one has it. Now it pops free. Now in the right bumper. Behind the net now. And Studdert tries to find a passing lane, but it's intercepted by the Mountaineers.
Yeah, just looking for a man out there right in the slot, but couldn't find anybody.
Lots of congestion. As now Danny Mitchell's trying to do something. He gets it to Studdert. Studdert surrounded. That was to Lucas. Lucas couldn't do anything with the puck. Now the Mountaineers are going to try to make a move. Chifa with the puck circling around. That'll be Richardson trying to reset behind his own net. We're approaching 3 minutes left. Wake Forest down by a goal. It's crunch time for the Demon Deacons.
Could very well see Siegel entering his position there at net very shortly here with under 3 minutes left, and the Deacons needing a goal just to tie things up.
Sullivan shot right into the glove of Siegel. Took a look at it. Look at that glove. Then he gives it off to the referee. 2:48 left. Again, Scotty, maybe a kibosh here. No penalties.
No penalties.
It's been a few minutes.
That's right. Well, I mean, if the Deacons do decide to pull their goalie, surely he could have an advantage here.
McKee has the puck. It'll be in the offensive zone for Wake Forest. Now Sims has it for the Mountaineers. Trying to find a passing lane, and he does find a Mountaineer. Tries to find an inside pass. Off the mark. Now in the left bumper in the Mountaineer zone. That's Gate with the puck. Puck going back and forth, changing possessions. We're approaching just 2 minutes left in regulation, and the Demon Deacons still down by a goal. That puck also almost became a souvenir, but stays in play. Nacy missed a pass to potentially take a tying shot. Here come the Mountaineers. A shot, and it's in! Goes top shelf right over Max Siegel. And the Mountaineers maybe put a cap on this one, silencing the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. They're now up 6-4. A great look. They've had a few looks like that before. But this time, it's the Mountaineers scoring, and again, probably putting this one away.
Yeah, you could see Siegel there just kind of nudging out of his crease there, perhaps not ready for that shot to come at him. But, yeah, tough break there from the Demon Deacons. And, yeah, it could be the end of this one for Wake Forest. A really huge goal there from the Mountaineers to put them up 6-4. And Deacons now just taking a timeout, trying to recoup and recover from what just happened.
Well, Scotty, we haven't seen a lot of shots go towards the top shelf. A lot of them are in the chest area, and maybe Siegel was just so accustomed to those going right at his chest or in his glove, and that one just sailed a little higher.
Yeah, that shot there is really well placed, top shelf. Yeah, really well done from the Mountaineers again. Just perhaps putting this one to bed, and after taking that loss last night, 5-3, they've really come here showing so much more aggression, and it's just really all of that passion that we didn't really see last night from West Virginia, but it's really showing in this game so far. And the Demon Deacons, unfortunately, just have not been able to put up any sort of offense in this period.
And that was number 21, Charlie Wogish, with the goal. He's had a couple opportunities where he's going down that left side looking for something, and that was the first one where he was really able to get a good look, and he cashed in for potentially the nail-in-the-coffin goal. But Wake Forest not going to give up just yet. They have about 90 seconds left. A quick shot. That one wasn't able to be corralled by Zuck, but he eventually gets on it. We're going to have a little fight right in the net, the worst place of all. A helmet comes off.
Really started coming down to this. This has been boiling all game, and it's finally happening now with 90 seconds left in this one.
Somebody must have turned the stovetop back on high because we had it simmering.
Yeah, perhaps.
After the fight.
I mean, it really blew up there for a second. We had a man lose his helmet right in front of the crease. Just some ugly stuff there from both sides.
Danny Mitchell's who's lost his helmet, and it looks like he's going to be the one assigned some jail time. And it will be. And then we've got number 10, Matthew Studdert, leaving the ice. Again, I feel like there's been a lot of all-time highs in our Wake Forest broadcast. Longest period, most ejections. I mean, this is a record-setting day, Scott.
Yeah, really. I mean, we've been here for almost 3 hours now. It's been a really entertaining game between these two teams, and like you said, there's been a lot of records, especially from the second period, especially. But in this one, we're just seeing fights, ejections, penalties, all of the above, and it's really been just back and forth game, a really good hockey game at that. And with West Virginia leading by 2 with 90 seconds left, it seems like they'll be taking this one. And we called it earlier rivalry. It really has turned into that.
And talking about the penalties, if we wouldn't have had that major penalty against the Mountaineers, this wouldn't have been a close game.
No.
They got those 2 goals on that power play, Wake Forest did, and that's what made this such a competitive game. So really, I guess we're thankful for the penalties, Scotty.
Yeah, well, you're absolutely right. I mean, that 5-minute major there really gave some life back into this Demon Deacon offense. And the Mountaineers, though, they persisted and regained their confidence, and have since then taken a 2-goal lead.
And it looks like the 221s is Danny Mitchell and Charlie Wogish for both teams are in the penalty box. Wogish just scored that goal to put this game away, and now he's going to serve out the rest of the clock in the box. So it was number 10, Matthew Studdert, 5 for fighting, not the band, the penalty, and roughing, a 2-minute roughing penalty on Danny Mitchell, and also a 2-minute roughing penalty on Charlie Wogish. With just 90 seconds on the nose to go, that's Zachary Nacy on the dot for the face-off. Weichel was trying to send it around the bumpers, but it doesn't go. The Mountaineers going to try to probably play their best game of keep away to try to kill this final 65 seconds.
Deacons now shorthanded, just can't get anything going. Under a minute left now.
Sims is going to try to take a shot on goal. He instead goes for the pass. But Weichel wasn't ready for it. Now here comes Liam Corwin trying to create something. He just sends it up at the top of the boards. Under 30 to go. Fight towards the right bumper for the puck. Brown now with it. Under 20 to play. Richardson with the puck. Now in their own zone. Under 10. Under 5. And the Mountaineers from West Virginia have iced this game against the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. They're going to go back to Morgantown, West Virginia with a 6-4 victory. They lost the one yesterday, 5-2. Different story today on Saturday afternoon. And still, there's a 3-minute and 30-second penalty still on the board from Matthew Studdard. Again, 5 for fighting. But what a game, and what a game for the Mountaineers to even this series, now 1-1 on the season.
Yeah, it really was a terrific game. I mean, really back and forth, like I said earlier. The Mountaineers were up 4-1 at one point, and the Deacons clawed all the way back. And, just a terrific game from both sides. And well done by West Virginia to come back and take this victory and split the series.
Scotty, I want to say the Wake Forest Demon Deacons were either right at 40 shots, like right around 40, right at that threshold. And I think maybe if they would have been, this is conspiracy theory here, if they would have been closer to 50, perhaps we could have seen a different game. Because again, we know that threshold for Wake Forest is around that 40 mark.
Yeah, it's true that the Deacons outshot the Mountaineers by 11, but, it all comes with the playmaking. And honestly, it was a lot has to do with the Mountaineers' goaltending. I mean, at first, it was Knar, who obviously got shaken up and had to leave from that big hit in the second. And then Zuck, who took over and delivered a shutout in the third period. And you really got to hand it to them. That tandem really showed out today. I mean, you see the 4 goals on the board, but that really wasn't the story of the game at all.
Well, that's all from the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena for this afternoon. Tonight, for a 9:30 puck drop, after the Thunderbirds play the PD Ice Cats, it'll be Wake Forest D3 ice hockey team taking on American University. Then next week on Friday, I believe for a 2:30 p.m. puck drop, Wake Forest will play, the D2 team will play their other rival, more established, I should say, in High Point University, just about 25-30 minutes away. Again, to start this hockey season, it's been very exciting, and it's only going to keep getting more exciting, Scotty.
That's right, Blake. Well, again, happy to have you all on. Great game here tonight.
And we'll see you next time.